In the 21st century mining industry, two metals reign supreme: gold, a universal asset, and copper, a scarce and strategic material. A sector leader in gold and copper production, Barrick Gold Corporation specializes in the exploration, development, and production of these precious metals. Barrick is headquartered in Canada, yet they are the largest gold producer in the US. They also maintain a robust presence in vital mining regions across the world. Over the past decade, Barrick has demonstrated remarkable growth through strategic partnerships, technological advancements, and a diverse portfolio of mines. Today, we have the privilege of gaining insights from Canaccord Genuity analyst Carey MacRury to delve into the factors that set Barrick apart within the mining industry. Firstly, we've seen some notable operational ramp-ups in Barrick's Pueblo Viejo and Nevada gold mines in 2023. How significant are these operations for Barrick?
Yeah, so I'd say Pueblo Viejo and Nevada are probably Barrick's two most important assets. So Pueblo Viejo, that's in the Dominican Republic, it produces on average 1 million ounces a year. So in gold terms, that's a really big gold mine. It's currently undergoing an expansion that's going to keep production at 800,000 ounces or more. That expansion is on the cusp of being complete this year, and that sets up the mine basically for the next decade or so. Nevada Gold Mines produces over 3 million ounces of gold in Nevada currently, which if that was its own company would be a top 5 gold producer right there. So certainly very important for Barrick. And if you take Pueblo Viejo plus Nevada, it's more than 50% of Barrick's production. So certainly two very key assets.
Given Barrick's extensive global footprint with 12 gold operations, which regions have experienced notable volatility, and how has this influenced Barrick Gold's strategic plans?
I think the short answer, I don't think it has changed. You know, Barrick has a long history of operating in what would be viewed as challenging jurisdictions. They're in Papua New Guinea, obviously parts of Africa, parts of South America. And I think they really have a solid track record of being able to operate in those countries. You've got to go where the gold is, and you know, obviously geology is geology, and you know, you don't get a choice necessarily where the gold is. So and again, I think Barrick is willing to go pretty much anywhere in the world if there's good gold geology.
How significant is copper for major players like Barrick in the mining industry?
So I think copper is becoming increasingly viewed as desirable even for the gold producers. You look at a lot of the bigger players, you know, certainly copper gold deposits exist around the world, and they tend to be big, long life deposits. So currently, Barrick produces about 450 million pounds of copper per year. That's about 20% of the revenue. So it's already pretty sizable, but it is certainly an important growth area for the company going forward. They've got a number of projects that they're evaluating currently, but they think they can more than double that production of copper over the next 5 to 10 years.
Lastly, let's address Barrick's financials. As we know, the company has had a significant debt load historically. Could you elaborate on how Barrick has successfully managed to reduce its debt in recent years?
Yeah, so about 10 years ago, Barrick had more than $10 billion of net debt. And what do we mean by net debt? It means that they had that much more debt than they had cash. So $11 billion is a big number. They've done a great job over the last, call it 7-8 years of paying down that debt. And now their net debt, we call it net debt neutral, which means that their debt is basically equal to their cash. And in fact, going forward, we expect them to enter in a net cash position where they have more cash than debt. So certainly they've done a great job of fixing the balance sheet. Partly was done by asset sales. So they sold some assets, raised some money, paid down debt. But a lot of it's more recently has just been that, you know, with current metal prices, they've been generating a lot of strong free cash flow, and they've used that cash flow to pay down debt. So certainly the balance sheet has changed considerably over the last 10 years.
Thank you for giving us a better picture of Barrick Gold and the mining industry today, Carey. And if you want to learn more through Canaccord Research or directly from an investment advisor, you can reach us at 604-643-0101.